And what you're going to want to do is Shift D, duplicate these down, colour to colour B. Now these are going to be the exact same shaders. I'm just going to put this to B so you guys can see what's going on. We're going to get rid of the colours on here. And we're going to change this to orange and green. So once my computer responds, this one's going to change to a kind of darkish green. What we can do, just move that up. Just going to get rid of this black. And then we're going to get rid of the white as well, minus that off. Scale this down ever so slightly. And then you want to put your detail up. So we could go, it's quite small pieces. Maybe we could distort this just slightly. I'm just going to move the green across. Orange down. You want to try and get both of these colours together so you've got that nice little contrast going on. Something of akin to that. So, once we've got this as well, we can scale this up, scale this down, whatever we'd like to do with it. Just mess around with the settings, see what you can do. You want something that looks like this. Kind of bumpy coming through. Just going to scale this up just ever so slightly. Sorry, scale this down so it looks scaled up. Just ever so slightly there. Let's see, and we can bring in the old factor as well. Just coming slightly through there. You have this one and then you have this one. Or, alternatively, what you can do is you can change this to a different factor if you want to. So, let's go with that. Change that to kind of an orange. Bring that green up maybe. So you've kind of got the best of both worlds with this. You got the nice little green coming through and then you've got this on top of it. So, it depends what you would like. You've also got add. You've got screen, lighten, divide, subtract. You know, just mess around with it, I guess. You can do darken if you want to. When it decides to load in. So yeah, darken's probably great for this project because you've got that. And this will kind of look this way. But what I would also say is this orange on this side needs to be a little bit more yellow. So we're just matching that tone up just ever so slightly just there. And then we can bring in those little red tones that it's got. We can go ahead, take down that roughness, make it a little bit more waxy. And then on our render it should look something like this. Hold on. Oh, my hand's gone numb. Right, let's see. So we've got a light right there. We'll just press G, just bring this back so you guys can see what's going on. So we've got this nice little waxy tone going on. Now, you can go ahead and you can play around with this a little bit. I think, personally, the distance should be a little bit more. Maybe that would help. And then the contrast of these two colours that are coming in here as well. We could go ahead and just add a little bit more detail. Just to pull some of that back. And then the roughness, totally up to you, but you can pull the roughness back, you can pull the roughness forward, whatever you need. Then I'm just going to pull that roughness back and then kind of make this a little bit more rough as well. So you've roughly got something that looks or resembles that. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put another light at the other side so you guys can see what's going on. See that colour difference? I think it's a little bit too shiny, I'll be honest with you. Just pull that exposure a little bit. Yeah, let's make this look less like wax and more refined. So the next bit that I would do is the stalk itself. So the stalk itself, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just it's what we did with for the last one was a cylinder. So we had the cylinder come up in the middle, and then what I did was edit, take this top face right here, we press G, bring it down, and then we just go E for extrude, scale it in, E for extrude, scale in again, and then E for extrude, scale in. So we'll make this a small one just for this point and scale in. We can take this, press A, subdivide, subdivide again, and we can go edit mode to sculpt mode, and we can start just pulling this apart just a little bit. Use the pull tool, just kind of mash it up a little bit like it's been cut. Just pull it to the side, pull it downwards, XYZ, get the blob tool, do minus, strength up, radius down, and just start mashing it up. Give it some damage. So then we can go into the object mode, shade smooth, and this is what we have. So for this particular one we could also do shading. Let's go to the drop down menu, go for the material one, we're going to duplicate it, so it's material 2, and now instead of orange we're going to change this to kind of like a dark green. So you go ahead and do that, just change the orange right here, go for a dark green. You got a little bit of red in there as well. Yeah, so you could also go back and edit a few things as well. So another thing that we could do is take this. We could go to sculpt mode. You go minus off a few things. Just kind of go in there. Just make some amendments. Whatever it is that you need. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be perfect. Just go ahead and put another one of those in. So yeah, that's kind of like the recreation of the pumpkin that I have. Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.